good night for my homework sixth. Called designing posters. I analyzed two very different but iconic designs. I choose a vintage Coca-Cola advertisement and a modern Heineken annual report cover. I walk you through their content, structure, and design. Talking about the purpose of Coca-Cola poster is to promote the drink as a refreshing experience to defy peak heat. It targets the general public and families looking for rest in cafes or bars. In contrast, the Heineken posters present a company annual report. Its target market consists of inventors and business analysts looking for financial results and brand strengths. While Coca-Cola was displayed on exterior walls of shops and train stations, Heineken is found in corporate headquarters and websites. Both follow strict brands guidelines for logos and corporate colors. Uh, Looking at the grids, the Coca-Cola design uses a narrative layout where the illustration dominates the top space. The Heineken design is based on a complex geometric photographic collage. In the poster, you can see the diamond shapes and symmetrical lines that create a professional structure look. The poster uses a fluid logo with elegant serif font, all centered for balance. The color palette creates a sharp contrast between warm sun tones and Coca-Cola ice blue to emphasize refreshment. It uses an artistic illustration of a bear instead of a technical chart talking about the Coca-Cola. Um, well, the Heineken uses both a white sans serif typeface, the standards out against a black background. The predominant bottle green and geometrical border fragments create abstract but premium images. Um, I believe the Coca-Cola poster. I I believe the Coca-Cola poster works brilliantly because of its visual metaphor. If it can refresh the sun, it can refresh anyone. A suggest change will be reducing the bottom text of the R command more authority. The Heineken design successfully conveys prestige and sophistication. However, it might be confusing for the general public, so we would recommend adding a direct slogan if it were used for street advertising. Well, talking about my poster, the poster I create, well, my poster focuses on mental health, specifically the concept of resilience. We will now break down the Bueno, I will now break down the structure following the first steps of a play like the other two advertisements. Well, the purpose of my poster is to inspire people to build strength and find balance. My target market or the target market of my poster is anyone feeling overwhelmed who needs a reminder to with themselves. The audience will be looking uh, for a sense of calm and empowerment. My envision of this being displayed is wellness centers, parks, and community bullet boards. I follow uh, guidelines that prioritize clear, positive messaging and accessible imagery. Uh, for the grid, I choose a sandwich structure. I have a clear harder and central photography focal point. That is the woman with the arms open. and a footer for the core message. Uh, show, the outlines ensure the viewer's eye starts at mental health and follow and flows naturally down through the image to the word resilience. Regarding text, I used a modern clean sans serif font for resilience to represent strength. The alignment is centered to create a feeling of stability and peace. For the color, I used a palette of soft greens and teals. Um, Green symbolize nature and growth, which directly supports the theme of wellness. Um, Instead of technical diagrams, I use a photograph of a person in nature with their arms open. This illustration of freedom and fresh air is a powerful visual metaphor for mental clarity. So, in conclusion, I believe the poster works because it is simple and punctual. It communicates the message of a strange without cluttering the space with too much information. And I think it effectively uses the less is more approach we saw in our potential analysis. If we were to change anything, we made add a small link to a mental health website at the very bottom. And thank you for listening.